Koi Academy.
Hello students, so I am Sir Hakim, back again with it. So for today, you guys can see on this image on my slide, what is this called? Yes, this is the sun. So what are we going to learn from the sun? So the sun is our solar system. So what is the sun basically? So this very big orange, yellowish, the fiery that you're looking at is a star. The sun is a star that is made out of very hot gases, mainly from hydrogen and helium. And the temperature of the sun reaches millions of degrees. It looks small because it is very far away from our planet. So the sun gives us lights. This is the reason, one of the reasons why the sun is very important to us humans. So there are various reasons for this. So the first one is obviously it gives us light. It helps us to see during the day, so we we don't bump into things accidentally because we can't see anything. So the sun helps us with it. And then the next one is it the plants in our earth need light for photosynthesis. So basically, the plants making their own food by the sunlight. So some of you might ask me, so what happened with us without any sunlight? What's gonna be it for us? So, without sunlight, the first one is there will be no plants. The second one is no animals that depends on plants. So there's some of it, but it's not called animals, but bugs. So mainly animals are carnivore, it meats and hunts. So the third one is humans cannot survive without the sun. So next is the sun gives us heat. So the sun warms the earth so that water does not freeze. That is the main reason why the sun gives us heat, and it is very important for us to have the sun. And yeah, it doesn't like without the sun, all of the water that we drink, that we took bath with, or that we seeing right now for being very beautiful scenery like the waterfall and all of that, we cannot see it because it's gonna freeze without the heat of the sun. The second one is animals and human can survive. So with the sun, we as human also need sunlight because it's gonna be depressed, of course. Without the sunlight, we cannot see anything in this beautiful world that we can see right now. And lastly, weather happens. For example, wind and rain, because sun emits a very strong gravity, so it's pulling and making some sort of weather that is causing for us to have this rain, the snow and everything. So for my example, like, have you felt the heat when you stand under the sun? Well, that's called energy, and that energy is coming from the sun. So moving on to the next one is tada. What can the sun do? So the heat from the sun causes wind, like the first image here, it causes us wind, and the second one is water cycle. So by all meaning is like the previous slide that I showed you, if the sun doesn't exist, our our Earth will be frozen like on the ice age. So the frozen, world without the sun doesn't have any water. So with the sunlight comes to us, there will be water. Yes. So the third one is, as you can see here, is the seasons. Yes. The sun causes some season like the snowy, the rainy, the storm, the hurricane, all of that. So without the sun, it makes the Earth become frozen and a very dark planet. So as you can see here, why is the sun very important to us? So in this slide, I need you guys to list it down and wrote your notes, okay? So the first one is for food production, because of course we need plants for food like vegetables and all of that, and also animals for meat and fishes for their meat also. The second one is heat. Us humans also need heat so that it can gives us the warmth that we need because our body temperature can't hold very cold weather. The third one is light, obviously light, because without the sunlight, the Earth gonna be a very dark planet and we cannot see anything and we're gonna just crash into things. And the fourth one is seasons. So like seasons, for example, is the autumn seasons, like for in Japan also like the sakura, the bloom sakura, and like the very normal weather is rain and snowy in all of the seasons that you can think of. The next one is energy for living things. Us humans, animals, and also plants, trees, and anything in this world needed energy from the sun for living. And lastly is weather changes. So from that, I think that's all from me. So I'm gonna see you guys next time in my next class. Thank you guys. Bye bye.